Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, you can tell a lot about a society by how it takes care of its most vulnerable members. And there's an organization here that's helping take care of abused and neglected children. They're doing great work in our community. It's the Capital Area CASA. You're here to tell us all about it is Jennifer Mayer. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, we'd love to have you on. It's an organization that we're big believers in here, but for folks who might not be familiar with the great work that CASA does or what a CASA is, tell them a little bit about it.
Definitely. Well, CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. I represent Capital Area CASA Association. We serve East Baton Rouge Parish, and we recruit and train community volunteers who advocate for the best interests of abused and neglected children living in foster care. We actually have a fundraiser coming up that's really going to help us out.
Well, tell me about that. I mean, obviously it's important work that you're doing and you need those resources to keep doing that work. So tell me a little bit about the event.
Well, it's our 20th annual Casas for CASA Playhouse fundraiser. This year it's presented by our title sponsor, Holmes Building Materials. And it's a 3-week Playhouse fundraiser. We raffle off a very deluxe playhouse at the Mall of Louisiana. It'll be from July 26th through August 17th.
Absolutely. I know CASA is an organization that touches many lives. They have many important programs. Tell me a little bit about some of those.
Well, like I said, we recruit and train community volunteers, and each volunteer is assigned to a case which could involve one child or a small sibling group. These children have been abused or neglected, maltreated, or otherwise, and they have been placed in foster care for their own protection. So the CASA volunteer does not provide legal representation, and the CASA volunteer does not replace a social worker. They are an independent voice speaking solely for the best interests of the child to help that child reach a safe and permanent home more quickly. And we are always in need of more male volunteers, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. We like to try to have a diverse volunteer base in order to better serve the children that we have right now. So, you know, the children do really well when they can really identify with their volunteer.
You mentioned the volunteers. I mean, who are the sorts of people that CASA is looking for to be volunteers?
Well, we have volunteers from all walks of life. We accept people from all backgrounds. No special training is required prior to becoming a CASA volunteer. You would come into Capital Area CASA, go through an orientation. We provide extensive training ourselves, and that will get you ready. We have a very qualified staff who are all very experienced and are there to help you along the way.
So for folks out there who are seeing this now and they're thinking that, hey, this might be a great way for me to get involved or to get back, I mean, sort of what's the commitment that's involved on their end to be a part of CASA?
Well, we find on average that our volunteers spend about 10 to 15 hours a month on their cases, and that's everything from spending time with the child to working on reports, whether it's a report for the juvenile court judge or a report for your advocate supervisor on staff. That is talking to everyone involved in the child's life to make sure that you're monitoring that child's situation. And it can also include some in-service training, sort of continuing education that CASA provides to all of its volunteers.
Absolutely. Well, I know a lot of folks are surely going to be moved to take part in this and, you know, make that difference in the lives of people that are out there. So if they need to find out more or if they just want to learn what they need to do to become a CASA, where do they need to go for more information?
Well, they can give us a call at 225-379-8598. If you're interested in becoming a volunteer, that first step is to attend a very brief orientation session at our office. They're only about 45 minutes long. We have them about once a week or so. There are plenty of chances to learn more. The orientation itself is not a commitment, but it gives you a better picture of the role of the CASA volunteer.
Fantastic. Jennifer, thanks so much for coming on and telling us all about it. We hope lots of people take part.
Thank you so much.
When we come back on Across Louisiana, find out what's new at the Historic New Orleans Collection. Don't miss it.